Bam, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So I was caught up in a heavy short, watching the market myself, kind of engaged in my own trade here, battling the markets. I am up heavily in the short, and I just, I was in my own trade, everyone. I have to be honest with you. I was in my own trade, battling the markets myself. I had just entered a short. The market was starting to shift. Right as I was about to go live, I had to look at my trade. I had to kind of concentrate on my own trade, all right? I'm a trader by heart, so at the end of the day, I may be a live streamer like all these other live streamers, but I am a trader. You guys just really, in my mind, I'm a trader. You guys are just watching my real life trading. That's how I looked at this channel. I'm a trader. You guys are watching the life of a real trader, period. You know, I saw a head and shoulder pattern. I opened up a short on the market. I even said to everybody when we were here, I was waiting for the right shoulder. Even here was a shoulder head and a right shoulder too as well. Likely the market was going to take a dump to the downside. The 4-hour also didn't look too good, was going to take us to the downside as well. So, and again, that's messy. You can't see it on the smaller time frame, right? But there you have it. I am in the short, up in the money on the short. If you're in the trading group, you would be in the money with me on the short. The short's paying 20% gains. I mean, 20% gains on the short had you jumped on in. 20.69%. I gave the trade this morning, talked about being in it, went over it. How do I win almost every single day? It's ridiculous, right? But I have the trades to prove it. I have the gains to prove it every single day, right? You could paste these. Oh, you could paste that there, but we'll paste it to the Twitter feed. Shout out to everyone following me on Twitter. We are blowing up on Twitter. 23,000 followers at 800 on our way to the upside. Out of control. Last night was absolute insanity. You know, it's taken all my discipline not to speak on and to stay focused on the charts, but last night was absolute insanity. I knew things were blown out of proportion. It was a small little like loitering charge or something, but you know, the news station tried to bring it in out of control, right? Being so connected to all this insanity, I've never really been involved in something like this before on a public scale. This is insane. I really, you know, I grew up around some pretty hardcore, scary people. And, you know, the idea is keep your mouth shut, man. You know what I mean? So me, I love everyone. You know what I mean? I like my business and my life. And, you know, that's all I want to say. But God bless everybody in it. You know, God bless Ben and his family. God bless the people, you know, that are in between. And may the people that did wrong get theirs. Like, I'm leaving it open to God, man. I cannot, you know, this one's open to God. I'm going to keep doing me and being a positive light in the industry. There's nothing else I can do. So if you got wrecked this morning, longing the market, let us teach you why we shorted the market. Let us show you what's going on. My dad always said, loose lips sink ships. My dad said it probably every day to me. It was one of the quotes that he told me constantly. Like, he said that quote to the point of no return. You know what I mean? And also, you know what I mean? Stay close to God, everybody. Stay close to God. If you ask yourself all the issues that people go through in their life, had they stayed close to God, a lot of them probably would have been avoided. You know what I mean? So we won the short on Bitcoin. Did you join today? And we get to post wins almost every single day on this channel. Up 21% now. Bitcoin continuing to the downside here off this head and shoulder pattern. Rejection by the top of the channel. You're likely to drop all the way here to the bottom of the channel. That's just what's likely going to happen. Stop loss at break even on the trade, and you can't lose the trade. So shout out to all you beautiful souls out there. Thank you for being here with me. And again, I give you an accurate call. How many times have I given you guys an accurate call? How many times? I shouldn't do that, huh? But how many times have you showed up to the channel and you got an accurate call? I want to know. Let me know, baby. Let me know. How many times, baby? How many times, right? So, beautiful move to the downside. Lost the point of control right there. Super simple. Once you lose the red line on the POC on the 15-minute, you're likely going to the downside. You had a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Keep it simple. You are at a high volume node right there that price action may get caught up right there. If we draw a fib from here to here, we are approaching a 786 fib from this little candle. Let's take a look here. Now, they've wicked it even further than the 786. If you go all the way down to here, it's a golden pocket retracement, personally, in my humble opinion. You know what I mean? Golden pocket retracement. However, I see a shoulder, head, shoulder with a bigger, possible bigger drop. But look, they usually wick the shorts right back up to the upside. We are very oversold on the 15 and the 7. All right? And what I do is I like to take profits on a daily basis, right? So I will close last 75% of my trade and take profits. Bang, right? So now I've taken profits on the trade, right? But some of the trade's still up, doing its thing. So now I've sold 75% of the trade, locked in my profit from my morning entry, and there you have it. Are you taking profits regularly? Please, if you are a trader and you're not taking profits regularly, you're going to have a bit of an issue. If you don't know how to sell, you're going to struggle, period. You must learn how to pay yourself. That's why I tell everyone, take a month or two off to learn what it's like to trade if you can. I was lucky. I was a freelancer, so I could take time on and off, back and forth, depending. You know what I mean? And so I could take, see what it was like to take some time off, see what it was like to go back and forth, right? Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. Let's break it down on a bigger, another time frame. So BTC USD, I'll look at it on you could look at the KuCoin chart, right? I hit the Bybit chart, which it doesn't matter. Bybit, Spot, KuCoin, they're both good. So let's break it down. Let's talk about it like we do every single day. First thing we're going to do is take a look at the weekly. Hey, man, never a dull moment in crypto. Crypto Twitter was just... Imagine trying to explain this to someone that's not in crypto Twitter. Listen, there was this guy, and then they did this. Oh, my God, it's insanity. It's absolute insanity. I would never find life if I wasn't for BitBoy, says Justin. Pepe, 4-hour time frame, looking for the Sammy. Cup and handy. Something like a 1,000 straight calls and counting. Shout out to Seize the Day. God bless you, man. Sam, love you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Countless times. Look like a nasty M just now. And honestly, to everyone, don't tell other people what to do. If you find yourself telling someone they need is... See, this is funny. I studied language for years, and I don't use the word need because need creates lack. So whenever someone comes up to me and says, hey, Sam, you need to do something, I know they're a great person. They may be high frequency. They may love me, but they haven't evolved yet. They're still using need. So when someone writes, hey, Sam, you need to do something, I already know that you're not on my level. Not to be rude. It seems so rude to say that, but that's because you're using a lack word, right? And so someone that uses a lack word is likely not going to propel me to the upside. So trust me, whenever someone comes up to you and tells you what you need to be doing, probably remove yourself from that person immediately, okay? because you don't need to be doing anything but praying to God and staying true to your life and your family. If you do those two things, everything else will fall into place. You don't need to be doing anything else. All you need to do is have a good relationship with God. I mean, I shouldn't even say all one should desire. Forget need, because I just did it, right? All one should desire is to have a good relationship with God. If you desire a good relationship with God and you achieve that, and you attempt to continuously re-engage that, you'll have a wonderful life. I am telling you right now, you will have a wonderful life. So look, the weekly and a falling wedge with a lot of wickets to the upside. We could slide back down a little more and even retest this local area of support. But could the weekly still get a pump to the upside? It's possible. Bit of a falling wedge on the weekly. Huge support on the weekly too, as we haven't been able to lock in a lower low here or get engaged with these two big candle bodies that have closed a very nice resistance, right? A very nice support right there at 21,005, right? So, Sam, I have an eye infection in both eyes tonight and can barely see. What's the number of the bottom of the pattern, if you could please? What's the number of the bottom? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what pattern. I don't know when. I don't know how. Yeah. Sorry. I appreciate you, though, brother. And, we'll help you out as we go. You could ask someone in the chat. Maybe they could write it down or something. Because I don't know exactly what you're saying. I don't know which. Like, right now, I have no pattern on here. So I don't know what you mean. Anyway. See how that's a 618 Fibonacci? Watch that. That's your Fibonacci retracement. Okay. You did break a previous resistance now, though, that was holding pretty nicely. Sam, I'm both and can't barely see. What's the number from the bottom of the pattern? Oh, down here, I guess, is 25,908. 25,908. All right. 25,911. Thank you, Sam. We don't need anything. Amen. Great TA. Started following you 2 weeks ago. Have learned a lot. Keep up the work, brother. People that have just started following me gain a lot of knowledge, and they just started following me. Never mind the people that have been here for years. Shout out to the hardest working man. Keep us alive. We love you, Sammy. PS5, Future of Gaming, my man, in the house. God bless each and every one of you for being here. 509 people on the live, 156 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's go, baby! I would lead you all the way. All right? We would win against any legion. All right? We are the strongest mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The lifers. I have built up a building of beautiful people. Literally, if we filled a city, we would fill a city block, 800 of us, and more. There's thousands of you around the world now at this point. We've encouraged each other. We've pushed each other. You've got to see me rise up from the bottoms, baby. When I had 3 followers and 3 subscribers, you guys saw it all the way from the very beginning. You guys saw me build it, baby. We built the pyramid one block at a time. If you don't think you can build your own pyramid, let's go, baby, let's go! Yes! I'm so motivated in life every single day to attack that microphone, to go after these charts. I love you all with all of my heart. The passion cannot be contained. The passion cannot be contained. All right? And I will not hold my passion back for anybody in this world. I will not act the way they want me to act. I will be myself no matter what in this world. No matter what. No matter what. And I will praise the word of God every single moment of my life. I will preach God's love because God has given me such a beautiful life. And I'm telling you right now, if you can tap in to the higher frequency, everything will fall into place. The money, the love, the relationships, the connection, everything. Every morning you'll wake up in gratitude. Every night you will go to sleep in gratitude. You will be in so much thanks every moment of your day. State of gratitude, state of gratitude, state of gratitude. Gratitude leads to abundance. People all want these wonderful lives. It's in your mind. Your mind makes the wonderful life. It's not out there. It's not the Mercedes. It's not the house. It's not that freaking girl that you're running at. It's in your mind, everybody. Contentment lies within. Contentment lies within. You must conquer thyself. To thy own self be true. To thy own self be true. Right? Anyway, I'm done preaching for a minute, but I figured I gave you a live trade already. I get to say something. You know what I mean? Come on now. Like a little push and pull here, right? It's not like I just started rapping and I didn't give you a live trade. So, there you go. God bless all the lifers. We will get there. We have the lifers all the way, baby. God bless you all. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Peace. God, goodbye. Yeah. You're the best, lifer. Positivity is coming your way. Thanks for helping other people. You're really a great teacher. One love, FUD expert. We love you, brother. Thank you. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you. Get back to the show, please. And you are removed. Yeah. I remove negative people as soon as humanly possible. I don't want your money. I don't want your business. You are removed. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not with the negative energy, everyone. You speak to me with love, light, and positivity, or you will be removed, period. I will not put up with it. Not even a little bit. Not even in my trading group. You either speak with love, light, positivity, and respect yourself and have respect for others, and we will not have a place for you here on the live stream. Amen. I am not your average YouTuber. This is not your average YouTube channel. This is something completely different that you have never seen before. Do not compare me. Do not even think. Do not even try to put me in some type of place. I am completely unique and different than anything you've ever been encountered with in your entire life. Get ready for the Sam Price experience. Get ready for the uniqueness. Get ready, because I'm not afraid, baby, and I never have been. God bless each and every one of you. Bang, bang, bang. Address me as daddy or you or I. No. Who said that? Shout out to everybody here on the live. So Bitcoin hitting the 618 Fibonacci. Will it get a bounce? We're gonna talk about it now. So the weekly, beautiful support on the weekly at 25,551. All right, we bounced nicely, really 25K. Now, if it breaks, we're definitely gonna test 24,196 for sure. And if that breaks, we're gonna test 21,800. So those are our two big levels on the weekly to worry about, to think about, right? So you can keep a weekly chart like this, then you can duplicate it, and you can move on to another chart, right? So now I know my buy bid is my weekly chart. I can always go to buy bid and look at my weekly levels. You can also label them and stuff like that, and then you can make layers. But to me, I find it's easier just to use two different charts. You know what I mean? So we look at the 4-hour time frame. We got the value area high up here in discount. We got the value area low in premium, right? Oh, actually, this is the other way. Sorry. We got the value area high, as the premium. We got the value area low as the discount. Sorry, I did this last night. I was tired. Good thing I caught it now. So do you want to buy discount or do you want to buy premium? You want to buy discount. Why do you think I have all those limit orders that I put out last night or yesterday on MEXC, right? You saw me. I layered 10 grand worth of limit orders for Bitcoin between certain levels, right? And this is the time to pay attention. Like, this is where we need to focus on. While the whole world's bugging out, we need to pay attention to the chats, right? So we got value area high, value area low, okay? We got this beautiful falling wedge, but the 4-hour needs to come on down. So it's looking to me like the 4-hour is going to make a drop to the downside here. So far, we'll reconvene with something like this. We will test this blue line, which is a strong support zone at 25,657. All right. We've lost the 26.6. We've lost the 26.3. Okay. Just to keep you kind of on your toes. Right now, the 4-hour hit a resistance. The previous support became resistance at 26. Let's see here on the 4, zooming in. $26,368. And I really like 26,345. All right. So look, you bearishly retested. You fell out of the pattern. All right. We also showed this to you as a rising wedge on that. You know, we have that on the smaller time frame. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time where they began. All right. We'll look at TRB. Thank you so much for the super chat from Joe Alfio. Joe Alfio, right? Joe Alfio, we love you. Thank you so much for the super chat. May God bless you for sending in $4.99 to the super chats. God bless you, man. All super chats help out with as a long trade entry 65, 2.6 million trade. I went in live last night too on the 8-hour time frame, but I closed the trade waiting for better. Last night I was in a long. I was up 3%. I closed the trade because I knew I'd get a better entry. So I could have given CryptoFace a better entry if he wanted to. I'm not talking ish on him. I love him to death. I met him in Miami. He's a great guy. One of the first people to actually reach out when my father died. He DM'd me on Twitter and said, hey, man, I hope you're all right. Like, super dude. Like, what a nice guy. What a nice person. You know what I mean? What a beautiful man to do that, you know? So I could tell you people who didn't do that, you know, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. But a lot of the awesomest people in crypto, they reached out to me. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Why would you long 26.5 right there? I don't get it. There's a head and shoulder pattern. I do like the bigger time frame idea. The 8 hour looks interesting to me. Look at the 8 hour. It's about to pump off these wicks here. 26,058 really looks like a beautiful, you know, possible entry if it holds. But really, if we come back down to the value area lows for the discount, it's even better. But it does, you know, this could curve down and we could stay lower. But it, you know, the 8 hour looks scrumptious to me. It looks very bullish. And it also could pump to, you know, all the way up to this 200 SMA. So, and your measured move is that whole thing. And it's kind of a Sammy Cup and Handy with like a, you know, it's got some Sammy Cup and Handle vibes in a way, right? It's weird. But there's a chance that that could break out. That measured move takes you. Also, this huge gap in the VRVP here. Also, price action likes to follow price action. Like, look, when we pumped up huge, there was a bunch of people that long, so they got the stops, right? Then we came down. When we went down, a bunch of people shorted, so they got those stops. Now that we've dumped down, we know the majority of the people have longed and have shorts up here now. So where are they going to go? They're likely going to clean up the longs, but maybe one more short first to get, maybe they want more longs. They don't have enough. So say the market maker wants to get 500 Bitcoins, but he only has 300 on the board. He's like, dang, I need more people to short this market and put a stop loss up here so I can grab that liquidity for myself. You get it? Loves your positive energy. Shout out to Aura Tamaz. God bless you, Aura. We love you. It attracts so many positive people to my space in my life that anytime there's negative people in there, they just get removed immediately and they get replaced by like five more positive, beautiful people. Wow. Thank you, Sam. I made $729 from yesterday till now for TRB. Thank you, teacher. Lots of love and family lifers. Shout out to Satoshi Love for the 22 pounds. Shout out to Aura Tamaz for the $4.99. This is giver's gain, baby. Both of these people are going to be blessed for the rest of the day. They decided to give their money to my cause, to my life, to my energy. They decided to give, and money is just simply a vibrational form of energy. Don't hold on to it like it's the end of your life. People that hoard money never end up with a lot. People that give it away and live in love and start businesses end up as billionaires. Live in abundance, my friends. Live in abundance. Study billionaires. They speak in frequency and vibration. They focus on spirituality. I'm telling you right now, they work on themselves. Almost every billionaire works out every day. Wakes up early. I work out every single day of the week, because not every day of the week, but every 5 days a week. And then I still do a lot of, long walks to take care of myself on the weekends. But I do rest my muscles on the weekends. You know what I mean? And I don't take steroids or anything. I never have, and I never will. I'm completely natural. I've never been into anything like that. You know what I mean? I'm just people want to, I'm not into enhancement. I like natural stuff. I believe through nature, you get everything you need. I believe in God. When you believe in God, God can make you strong. You don't need other things to make you strong. God can enhance you. I did 1,000 days live streaming. Some people would think it was a miracle. Unheard of. I did it with God's power and with God's help. All right? So I'm telling you right now, if you wonder why am I successful? Why do I wake up every day? How do I have the energy? Where is it coming from? It's coming from God, everyone. All right? And then once you tap in, you're going to realize. All right? And again, there was years where I did not believe in God. I did not have a great relationship with God. And so I know what it's like. And I never thought I would be talking about God like this. Never in my life. Even my dad kind of chastised me at one point. He's like, God. He's like, just stick to the chart. Shut your mouth. And we had a really awkward relationship over my commitment to God on this channel. We did. Me and my dad did. I'll be honest with you. He chastised me a few times. He hurt my feelings really bad, honestly, one time. And, he left me a message but whatever, it is what it is. You can't expect everyone to agree with you, not even your parents or your family. You are what you are, so. Yeah, Feed Pixie, you're funny. I had doubt yesterday. I started praying, and he sent reassurance. The devil trying to test my faith. Amen. Amen. DNX pumping again, my man. Have you got any remedies or ideas to get my sleeping pattern better? I'm struggling to sleep at normal times. Yes. Meditation. Also working out late at night, right? Like if you're struggling sleeping, do a workout routine at like 9, Go for a jog and read. Reading will put you to bed. Like, reading will put you to sleep. Read a book. You're probably you're overstimulating yourself. The main reason most people are having trouble sleeping is they're near that phone by 8, 9, 10, and they can't get away. And now they're getting excitement and synapses are popping, and it's hard. It happens to me. That's why I'm talking about it. I put my phone down and I keep it away I lose it half the day. I don't want to know where it is. You know what I mean? The richest people don't use their phones. The richest people don't use their phones, you know? And yeah, magnesium really does help you go to sleep too. Magnesium is an amazing sleep aid, and tart cherry juice. If you're having trouble sleeping, get some tart cherry juice. Right before bed, drink yourself a bunch of tart cherry juice. You will sleep like a baby. It'll also do some good things. Tart cherry juice promote better sleep. You'll sleep like a baby. It'll also be good for your joints. All right? Again, I'm not a doctor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such. This is what I have done for myself. I have tart cherry juice upstairs in the house. If you drink tart cherry juice, you're going to get yourself, it's going to do something for you. Trust me. Next time you can't sleep at night, go to the store, get yourself some tart cherry juice by 6, 7 p.m. Have yourself, not a huge glass, like a 6, 7, 8 ounce glass or less. I'm telling you, within an hour, read a book, and you will fall asleep, all right? You got to create the environment for sleep. Don't fight your sleep. Give yourself that time to sleep, all right? All right, moving forward. As we've talked about everything under the sun but Bitcoin today, right? So Bitcoin, do we hold this level? Previous support becomes resistance. We're kind of chilling right here. And let's look, our 7-minute oversold wants to get a bit of a bounce. Yeah, I'm tempting to say, like, do we have some type of trend here? But, you know, making an ascending triangle possibly. See this? So the rising wedge broke to the downside. Yeah, you would expect it kind of, there's a low, a high, a higher low, right? So you would expect a bounce here. Back to the upside. And some tightness. If we can get back above 26,350, I would long. That's a key area to long. If we get rejected here, and I see a bearish retest of these levels right here. Like if we come up and we can't get above 26,200, I would short back down to the bottom of the pattern. So we're getting very close to a confirmation move here. A retest of 26,350 would be a great place to long, technically above this POC. I would watch this ascending triangle that's forming here with a flat top and an uptrending bottom. That's what's called an ascending triangle. Ascending triangles have a measured move of the base of their triangle. Okay? Right to that wick, which is interesting. Hold control. You'll be able to grab this right away. Bang. And that really basically will probably carry you, you know, it'll probably start falling earlier and carry you to the bottom of the channel. The 4 hour suggests the short is most likely. It's the biggest time frame below the daily in the 222. And it's sitting at an overbought region. So again, if you're watching me right now and you want to get a clear play on Bitcoin, I would watch Bitcoin slowly. Right now, there's a possible scalp out of this falling wedge to the upside. That's one trade that is possible. All right. What's good about this trade is I believe it's a 786 retracement. See that? That tells you should be able to hit this for a gain. That's the 786 retracement right there that Master Friend teaches. That's the and again, I've been using the 786 for a long time, right? Many traders use the 786. It's a known Fibonacci level. I'm giving him props. I don't want to take his props away, but I also don't want people to think in the trading group that I never used the 786 for years. He exclusively uses it. I kind of range bound. You know what I mean? And maybe he exclusively likes the 786 only. I range bound because sometimes we get 618, 786, and depending on altcoins, they don't always get your 786. You know. But so here's the deal here. Again, what is this? Is this a wick or something? What is that? Did I make that line? That looks like a scam wick on KuCoin. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, I disallow that. So you're at a 786 retracement. It's a really good place to usually get a bit of a long here, and you're oversold. Very likely you're going to get the break. Let's look at the 1 minute and see if we're getting my little strategy, right? Which is the pullback with the divergence away from the 21. Yep. We're going to pump up to that 200 SMA, everyone. See that? That's my old little trick right there. And look, you even have a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder. you're going to, like 90% chance you pump up to this 200 SMA. There's a 0.14% gain right there. At 10x leverage, it's about 1.2%. At 100x leverage, you're looking at, what, a 12% gain, right? So there you go. That's very likely to happen based on our strategy. It's the pullback away from the 21, then you spring back to the 200 SMA. That's a small time frame move. Don't stress that, but we saw that, remember, on Sunday night, and we were able to play that Sunday night, and it did it exactly like I said it was going to do. This is very likely going to happen in front of you right now. This is going to pump up to this yellow line, all right? And if you read, if you redirect these, see, yeah. But this is likely to pump up to the yellow line. Very, very likely. And you're at the bottom of the channel, making a move back to the top of the channel, right? 7-minute, bigger time frame also suggests it'll pump up to this 200 SMA. Same scenarios going on here. So I suggest the long scalp is in order right now for Bitcoin back to the top of the channel. So right now, there's a long scalp on Bitcoin on the 7-minute time frame. They liquidated the shorts. I got in and out. I sniped it. I called it a day. I took my profit. Something like this is the 2.7 risk-reward ratio. They've already liquidated. You're likely going to get the keep up, and you could get the pump. So this is the trade I'm looking at here off the 786 retracement of the Fibonacci on a wick, on a move, a scalp here. Scalp is the word I'm looking for on the 7-minute time frame. Once the 7-minute scalp's up, we're going to get tight, and only time will tell. I would trade if we break out and retest 26,349. If this comes tight and we break here, I would short back to the bottom of the pattern. The 4-hour does suggest we could short. The 1 hour is giving us some hope. The support and resistance are going to tell you what's likely going to happen for price action. So right now I'm giving a scalp for Bitcoin with a stop loss at 26,123. An entry right now off of the, we already got the break off of the 786. And the profit would be taken at 26,348. That's a trade I just suggested today. And I also just suggested this little live scalp. Could we pump back up to the 200 SMA here for Bitcoin? We got really close. 1 hour is 1 minute is struggling here. So that's kind of the bacon for the day. All right. If this flops and we go here, short it. If at any moment we lose this trend line, look for a bearish retest of the 1 to the 5 and short that market to the downside. Don't play yourself. And again, do whatever makes you happy. I'm just going over the ideas. Like that confirmation would get me to short. All right. Today at 11:30, I'm going to be at pretty big spaces. All right. I'm going to talk about it in a second here. If I could find, I got so much going on all the time. Absolute insanity. And someone edited something for me today. An old friend, one of the first people in my trading group first began, Wrenchy T. If you guys remember Wrenchy was an OG lifer from back in the day. And he edited this for me today. I was bored with my life. I made 110 grand a year. Some people say, oh, great. For New York City, it was still kind of nothing, Like, I had a somewhat comfortable life, finally. I had health insurance. I had some things that I needed for my family and my kids. But I got to be working for myself or doing something that's going to better the world. I was making TV that I felt was pretty mindless. I want him to continue that. It sounds like a good story. But shout out to Wrenchy T for even just beginning that to the upside, right? So look, bouncing off the 618, the 618 Fibonacci right here, and then when we made the smaller version, you can see bouncing off the 786, okay? We just gave you so much Bitcoin price action in such a small amount of time. Your head's probably blown. I mean, I went over the weekly at the beginning of this. We talked about some levels on the 4-hour. I gave you a scalp on the 1 minute that possibly could play out. We'll see what happens there. And now I'm talking about a scalp possibly on the 7. I gave you the direction of price action likely inside this ascending triangle. We have now found the pattern that's likely going to form the day. And then once we get tighter in here, we also know our measured moves now. We either boost up or boost down, and we know what levels to watch in case we lose them. I don't know what else you need or want. Does anyone else need anything else for Bitcoin? Does anyone else need anything else for Bitcoin? Let me know. All right? Let me know. Okay? All right. And BLZ just tanking. Dude, I just made so much money on BLZ. It's insane. Like, it's insane. Like, I made the biggest gain of my life, dude. Like, I made 1,900% gains. Like, it's just... Yo. Oh my God, I just saw this. Yo, I just... Babe, that trade went up 2,000%. That trade I told you about. Yes. I'm live right now. It went up 2,000%. I made 2,000%. The first time in my entire life. Like, oh my God. Oh. Dude. Oh my God, bro. It's insane. That's insane. Like, it's insane. Oh my God, man. It's just nuts, bro. To make 200% on 200x leverage is super, super, super difficult. Even if you use $5, $10, $20, it is insanely difficult. Like, we're teaching beginners this trade. I mean, this is insane, right? And I kept telling you that BLZ was going to dump to the downside. Let's talk about this. Let's go over it. But remember when I kept saying, watch BLZ, it's going to tank on the 3-day to the 200 SMA, and we went over this. Let's talk about it, right? And I kept saying it's only a matter of time till you get to that 21, you know? And I said, I don't care what it does. I don't care what it's doing. Short that puppy, man. That's insane, dude. Wow. That's insane, bro. How do you get the VRVP on the left side? I don't have it on the left side. I have it on the right side. You know what I mean? If you want it on the left side, you go over here and type in fixed range and just drag it over, and you'll get the fixed range right here. It's a little trick right there. It's actually a tool. All right? So I gave you guys this call, right? I told you exactly what I was doing. Yesterday on the 15-minute, I talked about how we would mitigate into the trade. I made a video for everyone explaining how I was doing it. I said I was going to get into the short here, wait for the short to get up. I'm going to enter the short here on mitigation and ride this thing to the downside. Once we got here, I took out most of my trade, all right? Then it ripped back to the upside. I just sat, and now look at that dumpage to the downside. They manipulate this coin like you read about. I was bearish on it since day one. I've been covering my bearishness on this. I went over it numerous times. I talked about how I was going to enter the mitigation. Shout out to Master Friend. I would never have been able to do this without Master Friend. I planned this out exactly, and it played out exactly as I wanted it to play out, man. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for you coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Let's get it moving. Let's get it grooving. Ayo, 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 ayo. And so now I'm going to go and hit last and take another partial. Take another partial. Yup. Yup. And then I just leave the runner. Now I just leave a runner on. I'm pocket watching. Nasty LOL. How much money was that? Your happiness is contagious. Don't worry about how much money I made. It doesn't matter to you. Whether I made $1,000, $10,000, $500, or $50, it doesn't matter to you. It's number one, it's none of your business. Be honest. Because you can't spend my money, can you? So why are you asking for me how much I made? Do you want to know how much I made on Bitcoin in the last 7 months? Do you know how much? Do you want to know? Like, do you want me to throw all my? Do you want to know how much money I made last night? Do you want to know everything? Like, no, you don't, man. So, just understand the concepts in which we teach you, all right, and figure it out, baby. I'm 25x on BLZ from my future grid, going on almost 2 days. Running, baby. Okay. VRVP, switch to the left side, open up the VRP settings and switch it to the left side. You could do that, but he's just asking how to get the fixed range. I'm pretty sure that's what he wanted. Sam, I'll be back ASAP at the trading group. Went broke the past month buying long-term bags. Ian Diaz. It's all right, man. I got you. Do whatever makes you happy, man. We love you, brother. Okay. So moving forward. Hey, Sam, could you please look at Pepe 50x on TRB? Let's take a look at TRB. I put out a call for TRB yesterday. Haven't had a chance to look at what happened here. But it looks like I did good. It looks like Sammy did good. I made this call on TRB yesterday to the upside. I gave the exact entry and the stop loss. This thing is in gains. All right, I do this on a daily basis. My system is amazing. I wait for price to action to get really close to the point of control. I wait for the MACD about to turn. I wait for the stochastics about to rip. This is a very simple strategy. I teach it to everybody in my trading group. It prints money. All right. Then we also couple it with the most popular coins that are getting, talked about on Token Metrics, talking about on Twitter, and we know where the volume is. Simple things. We trade at the right exchanges at the right time. It's absolutely beautiful, right? So buy BZP, guys. Don't sleep on it. BZP. People keep talking about that PCP. So 23% gains for TRB, holding 17%. Shout out to anyone that jumped on in to TRB. And I saw it yesterday, felt like it was a winner. Gave you the stop loss. I went over every way I would trade it, talked about it. Again, you'd have to have the education to take advantage. Okay? And, there you go. So, shout out to everybody here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me. It is your time, baby. It is your time. I really appreciate your time more than you would ever know. Go to solidproof.io. Solidproof.io official. Having a Twitter Spaces today. I will be in the space, hanging out. It starts at 11:30 though. Today at 11:30 at solarproof.io on Twitter. I'm going to show you right now. SolidProof, sorry. Hold on. Let me just hit the link. I think I got a link to it. Yeah. Solidproof.io. All right. Blockchain Talk is back for another exciting episode. Join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. UTC as we talk technology, community, and explore the latest blockchain news. I'm going to be on with Lucky Friday, Kuzamarian, Ashtar, Degens, The Zeitgeist, Crypto Lifer, Dustin Lee, Ratchet, and possibly more. Jump on in today. Kick on the block. Community is king. Community is king. CIK, right? And so check it out. All right. That's going to be at 11:30. It starts at 11, but I'll be on at 11:30. We got to do our show. We got our show to do, right? So, so far we are getting the bounce to the upside. That is the move. All right. This bounce right up here. So far that trade's actually slightly in the money. All right. And I'm going to get rid of these for now. So I see a move back to the upside out of this ascending triangle. We're going to keep it on the KuCoin chart. And we bounce off the 786 Fibonacci retracement back likely to the upside. All right. Sammy, one love, bro. Thank you. I sent an email this morning, just waiting to get a response. You will get that response very, very shortly. Smashed that like 80% on TRB from Sunday, my man. God bless you. Yes, it's a gaming token. Should I have gained it a week ago? Hey, you never know, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Also, kind of a cup and handle here. Like, it has that cup vibe and the handle vibe, breakout vibe. Ascending triangle. If this gets tight, we do the retest. Boom. We got a gap here in the VRVP helping us out as well. And we got a bounce. They tried to get us down today, and they couldn't. Tuesday's a good day, too, as well, to trade. My favorite day to trade. I'm also on Bookmap today at 1 p.m., at 2 p.m. Or no, at 1 p.m., 1 to 2. Check me out on BitBoy. Right? Wow. All right. So I gave you the trade for Bitcoin. Let's move on to other altcoins and other ideas here. Let's see what's happening in the space. I'm going to do the news a little quicker than normal just to kind of give you guys a recap of what's happening in the news. All right. Everybody, if you want to go to Bitcoin Amsterdam, all right, do it through me. You will get a better price. Bitcoin Amsterdam, October 12th to the 13th. It's coming up in 2 short weeks, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing group of people there. Eric Snowden will be talking. I think that's insane. To see Eric Snowden live, I think will blow your mind. I might even be able to interview him. I think that would be mind-blowing. So I don't know about you, but that's to me like the premiere of the whole event. But Amsterdam, we're back announcing Bitcoin Amsterdam, October 12th to the 13th in Westergrass. If you want it, and you can go to the link in my description below, hit LIFER code, all right? And LIFER will give you a 10% discount, all right? So jump on in today. We'd greatly appreciate that if you use my link to go to Bitcoin Amsterdam. Who here wants to go to Bitcoin Amsterdam? Who lives in Amsterdam? And I still haven't pulled the trigger, but I'm definitely I'm about 80% of booking my flight and getting over there. So it's going to be 2 days, the 12th or the 13th. I'll probably fly in the morning and fly out 14th at night, in and out, fast time, right? Sam, hi, please. Thank you for TRB trade. My biggest leverage win yet. D-Dubs, God bless you, brother. You did it yourself. You pulled the trigger. All I did was give you the education and talk about the different ideas that were out there. God bless you for taking gains. All right? Make sure you pay yourself. Sam, take me with you, brother. Fantastic morning, Sam. Love being in the community. Yeah, so the 12th to the 13th, Bitcoin Amsterdam. I can't wait to see each and every one of you who wants to jump on in. And I'll tell you if I'm definitely going, so I guess you might want to hold. But you might want to go on your own, man. And you're going to meet a bunch of beautiful people that love crypto around the world. And I have never been to Amsterdam, so to me, it would be such an awesome trip for me. My 2 closest friends are living there right now, too, just by happenstance. So I'd have some backup there, and it would be really fun. BlackRock heavily invested in Bitcoin mining. Top analyst confirms, yeah. A recent disclosure by crypto analysts. I mean, who wouldn't want to be in Bitcoin mining? And BlackRock has heavily invested, right? They definitely are. The entry into Bitcoin mining is not entirely unexpected. The asset management giant embarked on this journey 3 years ago, investing in Marathon Digital, one of the largest publicly traded mining companies in the world. I believe owning Marathon is a good look for you. If you don't want to buy Bitcoin, you buy Marathon. Marathon's going to make people a lot of money. You know what I mean? I personally would be DCAing into Marathon because it's going to move with the Bitcoin halving. And you're probably going to get, I believe it can get to $100 a share, Marathon Digital. I'll give you a look at Mara right now just to give you an idea of what the stock is. It's called Mara, Marathon Digital Holdings on the NASDAQ. On the weekly, it's low and about to explode out of a cup and handle. Look at that. It had the bullish divergence on the weekly too, just like Bitcoin did. So that was its bottom. It's just playing games like Bitcoin was. Getting very oversold on the bigger time frame on the weekly, right? And almost has hidden bearish divergence. I mean, hidden bullish. It does in a way. It's a slight more downtrend. You have falling volume with falling price, suggesting you are losing the sellers. You did just lose a point of control, though, which tells me we may have to test one more support area. But anyway, at 847, to me, Marathon Digital is at the bottom of its barrel. It's in a bear market like Bitcoin, right? And when Bitcoin gets to its all-time high, Marathon's back to $80. I mean, this is a 10x. And I think this might outperform Bitcoin because Bitcoin could go to 100K and this will go to $80. So in a way, you may be able to buy Marathon Digital instead of Bitcoin, sell Marathon Digital, depending on the taxes, and buy Bitcoin. There's a chance you might make more Bitcoin trading Marathon Digital. There's a chance. There really is a chance because of its return to rewards, and it's got a smaller move. So if it 10x's, and so there you go. Just an idea here, but I would be looking at this if it ever did double bottom or come anywhere close to any of these lows. This is a great buy, in my humble opinion. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Another guy saying you should be taken as financial advice. You do whatever makes you happy. But I am telling you right now, that is probably one of the greatest accumulation buys of any product online in my life. You're gone, baby. That's going back to the all-time high once Bitcoin has its halving and the run runs. So you're looking at at 10x. You're looking at a 10x in the stock market. You know what I mean? What, babe? What? Marathon? I think we should. I think we should DCA 10 grand in. All right. Because it could outperform Bitcoin. Like, makes sense. Brian bought a bunch. 10 racks. That was the first thing he did when I met him. Funny. He did it himself, is what he wanted to do. He's like, what about this Mara? So hold on, I got to join this Twitter space. I told him I would join the space at 11. All right. So I got to join the space. And then I start the space at 11:30. Try to do too much at once, but some days are heavily activated, right? Of course, my phone's having problem like loading the space now. It's like defaulting to Twitter. It's defaulting to Twitter like through the website, not using the app when I hit the link. I don't understand that. All right, here it is. Wow, it's not letting me like join the space. It's like not, it's weird. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. You got to just do it through the phone and the app. Okay, I'm in there. That will start at 11:30, everybody. We'll run in there together. Let's show them how strong the lifers are. Let's boom in with like 150 people and just like blow the whole event out the water. You know what I mean? So Mara looks amazing to me. Low, high, higher, low, slight higher, low, kind of a double top there. It's iffy. Hey, Sam, what price did you enter on that BLZ short? What price did I enter that short at? A long time ago. I'd have to check, honestly. 18,748. Yeah. 18,748. Can we look at op? Super chats, RUNE, STMX, Link, TA on BLZ, opt and quant. Let's take a look at all those. Thank you. God bless each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Kind of a crazy day, right? The runner for Bitcoin, I left the short running, and it's continuing to pump. I'm still up 9% on the short I left running for Bitcoin. I took 75% of the trade and just left the short going. And the short's actually still in profit. Right now. Seem to be kind of struggling at this level here. Remember, I told you, I don't know where price action is going to go. I just base probability plays here. If you can't get back above 26,200, expect more downside. Like, that's a clear support and resistance. If you bounce, you're going to have to flip that. If you can't flip that, that's going to be trouble. All right. Amazing. So we're watching this ascending triangle. All right. Sorry. I think I can like hear that even though it's like far away. Anyway. Sorry for my jumbled nature today. It was a crazy night. I think we're all kind of like still reacting, to a lot of insanity. I still see this as a nice bounce back to the upside here. And there's I still believe there's a 786 bounce coming. But again, anything is possible. Who cares what I believe and think? It doesn't matter. Like, that's why I don't use think, believe, and feel when I'm trading. It just doesn't matter. None of it matters. It really doesn't. $28,126 went long on Bitcoin. Bitcoin to 30K in 2 weeks. Agree? I don't know. I don't make statements like that. I go one level by level. Like, if we don't get above 26,345, we're not going to 30K. Like, so I don't make those big, we're going here and I just don't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? So there you have it. All right. There's really not much more I can say about Bitcoin. Like, you got to play it now, whether way you want to play it. Suno is live now. Now, I have 3 coins I want to talk about today, too, that are brand new that you've never heard about. The first coin I want to bring to your attention is SOLAREUM. SOLAREUM's interesting. I might actually throw like $500 to $1,000 in it and just let it cook for like a year or two. This thing looks like it could make some gains. It's on Uniswap. It's just starting out. but it's like AI. It's like AI renewable energy blockchain, very similar to Dimitra, right? Dimitra. Similar kind of idea, right? And yeah. So SOLAREUM works is take control of the renewable energy with SOLAREUM. Very similar to Power Ledger. If you remember Power Ledger, it's one of the first really capable energy production coins. Like, it was supposed to keep your solar, you could basically obtain energy, move it into Power Coin, sell the Power Coin to someone else, and then it's somehow you could move energy through Power Ledger. Like, that was the whole idea. There's a whole ecosystem based on that. There's a whole thought process on that. Definitely something you want to pay attention to. SOLAREUM is a brand new coin on the radar that I just learned about. All right. And also, we learned about calcium yesterday. Abandoned by Shiba Inu, picked up by the traders, the Cal story. Okay. Traders pick up the pieces. The token is being created only for specific purposes to mint and renounce bone. Please do not trade this token, as it will not have any future value or need. If someone is selling this, please consider it a scam. So unfortunately, the developer warning fell on deaf ears as some traders decided to go ahead and trade Cal while centering around the dummy token narrative. In fact, synonymous trader Bag of Bread posted on X that the Calcium community had the backing of the Shiba Inu tokens. Wow. And next thing you know, Calcium exploded to the upside. After calling it a truly decentralized token, the market cap went from 1.5 at the time of writing it, and the price was 16 cents. That market cap jumped to 1.5 at the time of writing, with a 3,430% increase in 24 hours. Now, don't jump in on this. It's just a funny story, kind of how Calcium, and then we looked at Calcium yesterday. Mexi grabbed it up, but it kind of was, it dwindled. So, and I would say high risk too as well. Mara, very interesting there. And let me see here what's going on with the news. Let me bring that down and talk about the news. And do a really proper news segment. You can't mute your phone all the way. Why can't you just mute your phone? Put it on the well, maybe they can't hear it. All right, shout out to everybody here on the live. Let me see what's going on here. I got some news articles waiting. Yes. I can even take my headphones off, technically. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and every single day I do the Crypto Lifer Show. I'm the Crypto Lifer, and I do the news, a 3 to 5 minute segment where I go over fintech, what's happening in crypto and finance. Let's break it down for you right now so you can get excited to find out what's going on. Arbitrum users can now trade Bitcoin mining power with each other. Bitcoin miners have the ability to easily buy and sell hash power to interested purchases. That's right. To interested purchases. What a weird way to write that. The trade will be routed through smart contracts and will specify hash rate amount, duration, and price. A financial product that represents Bitcoin mining power cannot be traded on the Arbitrum network. The Lumerian hash power marketplace allows Bitcoin miners to easily buy and sell capacity to the interested peers and non-miners, allowing purchasers to increase their chances of earning Bitcoin rewards without buying rapidly depreciating equipment. Traders will be routed through smart contracts and will specify hash rate amount, duration, and price. Potential buyers can browse the select contracts that suit their needs. There's going to be so many more products that we never even knew about. 10 years from now, the entire world will be different. Look at all these new products and things that are going to change the way we do business. This is amazing, and this is also good for Bitcoin and Arbitrum. Very interesting news. Chase UK to block crypto payments, citing fraud and scams. Starting October 16th, the bank will decline customer attempts to make payments related to crypto assets via debit card or outgoing bank transfers. You will not be able to buy on Coinbase with your Chase account in the UK. Banking giant Chase is banning crypto-linked payments via debit card or by outgoing bank transfers. Clients started in October 6th. If we think you're making a payment related to crypto assets, we'll decline it, the email said, adding that customers are free to use a different bank, a provider, or to invest in crypto. However, finding a crypto-friendly bank in the country may not be the easiest thing, as the UK credit institutions have a history of blocking or limiting customer access to crypto. The local financial watchdog, the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, recently said it had facilitated discussions between banks and crypto firms because lenders have shown a reluctance to offer services in that industry. They're stifling it because, think about it, if you can take a loan out on DeFi, you're not going to take a loan out at the bank. The bank is getting hit so hard. This is how you go after your competitors. This is simple. Chase is losing tons of money. People were taking half of their bank account deposits and putting into Bitcoin. They're losing money every day, and they're watching it. Like, if you saw people flowing out of your bank account, what would you do? They're trying to save their business. They're trying to stop it. This is what's happening. It's obvious. The people have spoken. We don't need these legacy parasitic banking systems anymore. It's time for a new way to live. It's time for a new system. They don't like that the people are changing, and they're trying to keep us in their system or penalize us for wanting to be different. As far as I'm concerned, as long as you're not doing anything illegal, and you have a positive mindset and you're doing the right thing, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to use your money how you want. This is ridiculous. I find it insane, and it's not right. Last but not least, BlackRock heavily invested in Bitcoin mining, and that's something we already knew from the very jump. BlackRock is heavily invested in Bitcoin mining. That's what kind of got us talking about Mara. So I'm telling you right now, the institutions know where Bitcoin's going to go. They have a stronghold in it. They're starting to really build a big foundation. I'm doing the same. If you don't have a foundation in Bitcoin, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't have your head wrapped around it yet, please get some education. Everybody, I teach this education every single day, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. with 2 morning updates as well. 7 days a week for over 1,000 days. I haven't taken a day off. I'm known as Mr. Consistency. Come on in, hang out with me every single day. I can't wait to see you on my live stream. Thank you for watching this news segment. I'm Sam Price, the Crypto Lifer. God bless. Crypto is life. All right, let's get through these super chats. I have about 16 minutes to get it done. Shout out to everybody here on the live, but that's great news. Like, did you see all that news today? That news didn't excite you or get you kind of going? That's some exciting news, right? So, great news clips today. God bless you, man. Super chats, RUNE, STMX from yesterday, Link, TA on BLZ, Opt, and Quant. All right, we're going to try to get these done as soon as humanly possible. These will be the fastest super chat you've ever seen done in the world. This is very likely to get a bounce off this 618. Very likely. And this 786. Very likely. Very likely. It'll take its time, but it's more likely we get a bounce to the upside than not based on that Fibonacci level. I don't like being asked why I'm withdrawing my own money out of the bank. Exactly. If you live in Texas and don't use Frost Bank, I don't know what you're doing. They're the last and the only bank I use. God bless you, brother. And they let you do crypto payments and they don't hate on you. You know? Yeah, they're just saying, oh, we're saying it's fraud and stuff. They're not. It's not fraud. Too many just regular citizens are opening up a Coinbase account, transferring the money to there, switching it to USDC, getting 5% on their USDC, getting the Coinbase card, and then using the Coinbase card. You don't even need a bank anymore with Coinbase. Coinbase is technically a bank. They don't like that. They're losing customers by the thousands. Dude, like, duh. So they're cutting off their competition. It's obvious what they're doing. So whack, man. Instead of just bridging in new technology and being progressive, they're holding on to a legacy system and trying to hold face. Like, they're whack, man. So whack. And you all know my story. Like, I'm not even going to bring it up, but, you know, and that actually is being litigated. Like I may become a witness to that. Like, we're not done yet. Many people was done. The same thing was done to me. And yeah, that may not be done. You can't do that to American citizens. You can't close bank accounts without telling any. It's just blatantly illegal. So we may get to the bottom of that. That may not be over. All right. All right, I'm going to take a look at RUNE here. Let's do this very, very quickly. We're going to do super chats as fast as humanly possible here. All right. First thing I look at is the daily. Daily has a double top. Can't get above the zone, but is getting oversold, which is a good sign that it could bounce. Let's take a look at our 3-day chart. Our 3-day chart also coming lower with some nice support zones right here at 143. So RUNE really showing strong support, like it may definitely have bottomed here on the 3-day chart. Definitely looks like somewhat of a bottom. Again, if Bitcoin takes a huge tank, everything will probably tank with it. So just be careful. Take all that with a grain of salt. Let's move forward now with the daily. We have this beautiful support, resistance, SR flip right here. The RUNE on the daily is about to pounce, in my humble opinion, and make a nice pump. There's your trade right there. Use support or resistance. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Why do I like the trade? Well, I like that the volume is falling to the downside while prices. That tells me that the sellers are falling. I like that we have a high volume node here that we got back above. It tells me that there's some buying and selling pressure that has forced us out of the zone and could keep us above it. I also see that the RSI is starting to curve, and it's right kind of below at 50. and the stochastics are in my sweet spot, beginning to curve on the low. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. The 4 hours a little overbought. It's going to do likely one of two things. It's going to get flushed out of the pattern. At that point, it's going to still be pretty overbought. I would then look for a retest or a flag to get into this trade further to the upside. If it doesn't do that, it's likely to come back down to the bottom of the pattern. See, I don't just jump into trades. I have key areas where I will only trade. I will only trade the breakout and the retest, or I will trade the divergence when we get to the bottom of the pattern. These are only the areas I will enter the trade. I will not just enter the trade here on a whim, hoping that we break out of the flag. I do not trade resistance. We are strictly right at a resistance on the top of the trend line. Whether it's support and resistance, or it's a trend line resistance, I will not trade resistance. All right? I will trade a support, a breakout, a retest. So key, and that's why so many people are struggling with their trading, because they don't have a set way of entering the trade. Like, I'm going to do this, done. You know what I mean? I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do this. You know, it's like you have to say, and look, previous resistance becomes new support. It's a very, very good sign. Pull a Fibonacci from this retracement. And look, we have a 786 there. See that? Right there. Hold on. Guess you took, yeah, there. See this little impulse. Bing. You wicked pretty dang close to the 786. You know what I mean? That's a good sign. Now, could you come back down to the 786? That would be beautiful confluence. You see that? If I saw that, that would give me even more confidence to enter the trade. So I like what I'm seeing, but the 4 hours just not in the best place yet, and neither is the 1. So I'm looking for price action to come back down, possibly double bottom. Right? Boink, boink. Or possibly come down to the lower trend line. It'd be cool if we just double bottom and we don't lose this. So if we come down here and we double bottom, then we start to break. And you could still even wait on the retest here or the move above 170. RUNE looks very bullish on the daily. We just got to be cautious of how we enter it. Just because the daily looks good, you could ruin the trade if you don't know how to enter the trade. I put an alert right here. I'll be watching RUNE closely. My trading group will too now, because I've put it out to thousands of people right now. All right? Thousands of people. Every day we are out here, right? And it's so crazy. We talked about the Xbox leaking that Microsoft document. That's a big deal, right? Leaked documents show boom for crypto gaming. It's a big deal, baby. And the other people are going to have to do it too. PlayStation, Xbox, right? It's going to get out of control, right? Remember, if you want to join Bitcoin Amsterdam, join the link in the description below. I think that's going to be an amazing event. If you've never been to Amsterdam, I mean, it's going to blow your mind, right? So check out Bitcoin Amsterdam. I also want to talk about BitSensor today, another new coin you've never heard about. You might want to look up BitSensor and go into it. SOLAREUM and BitSensor. So look, all the time we're giving you new coins. All the time. All right? Let's take a look at BitSensor. Doesn't even come up yet, I guess, huh? But I got it right here. Just go to bitsensor.io. Is that what it is? Bitsensor.com. Check out this new coin. It is a new AI coin out there. I don't know much about it. My team just told me about it. I'm going to research it. Bitsensor.com. Let's take a look here. About BitSensor's vision for a decentralized AI company has captivated a large number of people in the arena of artificial intelligence. And all these other coins say they're like artificial. This is a real AI project, right? I'm not going to read it all, but you should check it out. I advise you, this could be something big. I would look into BitSensor and the paradigm that it's planning to create. So get excited for BitSensor. All right. So we talked about a Bitcoin trade. You saw me. I made a live short. I'm still in the short. It's up 7%. You know, but you know what? I'm going to close the short. I'm closing the short. I took my short off the table for Bitcoin. I'm a happy man. I made a winning trade. And at the, you know, again, I'm waiting for that retest of 26,350 before I get back inside the trade. I know I had 100 charts open, which is not fair to you guys. Sorry. This is the one I'm looking at. I'm looking on the KuCoin, and I'll stick to this. This is what we look at. 7-minute, 15-minute, whatever. Falling wedge wants to break to the upside. It's likely that it's going to get that move back to the top of the pattern. Pattern trading 101. Bottom, top, bottom, top. You'll stay inside the pattern until you don't. Once you identify the pattern, you'll know where you're likely going to go. All right. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. 560 people, 331 likes. We're teaching you about new coins, new concepts, new ideas every single day. You don't want to miss a beat or a moment of this live. If we're not teaching you about a coin or an idea, we're teaching you about some type of health thing, drinking cherry juice, keeping yourself, mentally and spiritually free every single day of the week, everyone. Juicy news. BitSensor, man. BitTensor. IDCAD some Tau. IDC, apparently Foundry is involved with it. A lot of people do like Tau. Foundry, yeah. I like Ton too. Tao. Learn how to spell. It's only on BitGet. Isn't it Temdao? Isn't that what it is? Bit of a look at that shoulder, head, right shoulder, busted through the neckline. It's respecting a trend line too, right? Making higher lows. Can consolidate here and then make a blast, right? Likely it's going to break back further to the top of the channel. You could take some profits right there, Very likely. It's showing signs of life, and, that's a hug in a higher low. It's a good sign. 3-day, 2-day. Daily's a little overbought. So I'd wait for it to kind of break out above 62 before I really believed in it. Let's take a look at STMX. They only got a perpetual here on MEXC. I guess I got to look at the Binance spot. Oh, no, they only got... No, STMX. That's Steam It, right? From back in the day. Isn't that Steam It from back in the day? So this thing's forming a rounded bottom of accumulation. If you believe in this, that's accumulation, everyone. You are now in accumulation. If you don't know that, I don't know what to tell you. But this is the time to begin, for me personally, and I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. I can't tell you what to do. I can tell you what I do, and you can watch my real life on the stream every day. But I'm buying coins on the low right now. I'm adding to my bags. I'm DCAing into projects that matter, right? I'm focused on the ones that I care about, and I'm getting my money. That's it, all right? You could do the same. It's up to you. This is likely going to continue to just kind of roll over here and tap on this, Nothing crazy's coming on here. I don't know why everyone's like, I don't know what you guys are looking for, what you want. There's either a hot coin everyone's talking about, you're going to make a good swing trade, or you got a DCA into something that's whack. Like this is like, I don't know. You're rolling over on the 15. 1 minute might pump. 1 minute's in this ascending. It's almost got, all right, you got this going for yourself, which is cool. I mean, that's your trade. Wait for the retest of the top trend line or the aggressive buy at the bottom. Same idea. I'm either getting in here or I'm getting in there. These are the only places I would even think about getting into this trade, unless it got so tight in here and then I was so close to both it didn't matter. All right? That's the only time. So, again, I would put an alert here. I wouldn't enter the trade immediately. I would observe. If it goes and pumps to the moon, who cares? I'm more about getting my plan. I put out my plan. If it goes to my plan, I take it. If you don't have a plan, then you get rocked. You're living someone else's plan. I used to say, that's why I couldn't stand going to work for someone else, because I felt like half a human, because it said if you're not living your plan, you're living someone else's plan, right? Now, every day I woke up, I said, I'm living someone else's plan, and I seem to be okay with it. And I said, why am I doing this? So STMX is definitely something I would set alerts. Looks like it could get a little bit of a pump. Bigger time frame, it's accumulation for long term. All right. High Street. Let's take a look at it on MEXC. Took a beat down with the Bitcoin drop. Came down, hugging this level. I'm down about $100 of this trade, and it can barely move. It's not getting the volume. You know what I mean? These trades you do technically have to hold for like a couple weeks, you know, because you never know when the volume's going to come in because it's a slower market. We're in a bear market. Still holding, hasn't been stopped out. I don't know what else to talk about. Like it's funny. I love you beginners, man. I put out a trade with an entry, a stop loss, and you guys asked me to go over it. I'm like, well, it hasn't got stopped out yet and it hasn't pumped yet. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's at 126. It's gone down a couple cents. You can look at your indicator. Your 4 hours, your 1 hour's oversold. Should be getting a bounce. Your 4 hour is getting headed lower, but it could bring you down lower technically because it has more room on the stochastics. And your daily is just super beat to the ground. So like I'm just trading this daily, not really sweating the other time frames. And I'm either going to get stopped out for $100, right? Or I'm going to make myself about $1,000. So I'm either getting stopped out for about $100 or I'm going to be making, that's a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio. So I'm either losing $100 or I'm gaining about $550, and I got $2,000 in the trade. So I'm either losing 100 or I'm gaining about 47% of $2,000, right? So just get the exact math. That's a $940 trade right there if it plays out, right? So we'll go. I'm willing to risk $100 for $900, and I could do it 3 times, lose 300. If I do this 10 times and I only win it 3 times, I'm gonna win 900 times 3, which is $2,700, and I'm gonna lose $700 because I'm gonna lose $100 3 times. Like, it's a no-brainer for me to take this type of trade, right? But again, you have to have proper risk management and know what you're doing. There's a bug flying around. I tried to grab it with my hand and then it disappeared. I thought I had it. It's a mosquito, a little mosquito. I got you. I got it right there. Thought I got it. Where did it go? Would have sworn I had it. Anyway, catching bugs in the house, right? I live next to a giant pond, so bugs are everywhere in my backyard. It's crazy. Wow, Crest just blasting. I just like to look at the bigger. Quintos is something we looked at a lot. That could pump all the way to the 200 SMA for sure.
Hey, Sam?
Yes. What?
You have the Twitter spaces going, right?
Yeah.
Also, you have the Shannon meeting at 12.
I know. At 12 o'clock.
Yeah, so do you want to talk in the Twitter spaces real now and end your live stream? You have to end your live stream.
Okay, I have to go, huh?
You have to, otherwise it's not going to work.
All right.
Like, right, it's already pushing it.
Optimism. Yeah, that's why I didn't know. Nothing should ever be scheduled during my live. I didn't know that UTC time. I got asked in the middle of the night last night with all the craziness, or 2 days ago, if I wanted to be in a spaces, and I said, yeah, but I didn't know it was during my live stream, and I figured people that asked me to be in a space would know when I went live, right? Because I've been doing it for 3 years straight. Optimism is a coin that I would only buy for a long-term hold, all right? It's getting sold off because they're unlocking more and more of it. You get it? So yeah, unless you don't understand tokenomics, I wouldn't suggest you buy coins. If you don't understand tokenomics, then you shouldn't be buying altcoins, because if you don't know when something's going to unlock or understand any part of that concept, you're going to be probably pretty down. All right. This is likely going to come down. That's a descending triangle. That's a beautiful short. Short that to the downside, everybody, and take your money. That's going down. In my humble opinion, that is going down. Descending triangles are the fastest money making, and that's a descending triangle. That will dump on you to the downside. I would short that immediately. I'd put a stop loss above one of these highs here, take it to the target. You might have to be a little chintzy. Be careful, you could get stopped out on a wick up. You might want to wait. If the 1 minute's low, you might want to wait on a bounce. Now it's pushing down. That short looks like it's about to play out. That's a descending triangle. Nasty. Nasty. All the way to the bottom of the pattern. That thing's going down. Now you have a little more shave. Yeah, that's a beautiful short. I would take that short right now. That's going to go down. Highly likely. I could be wrong. Who knows? All right, everyone. I don't think I can get to all the super chats today. I apologize. Chainlink and Quant are the last ones, right? Let's take a look at Chainlink. I mean, Chainlink is at the top of the level. I'm looking for it to come back down first and retrace. But I like this pattern that it's forming. But I believe it looks like Chainlink has to come down. It had a beautiful pump for a few days, got really nicely pumped, has a very large market cap. For a pump like that, it took a lot of news and a lot of people. Likely coming back down to the bottom of the channel. 22 hours overbought. Yeah, you're getting overbought on multiple time frames. Maybe one more push up, possibly, but I see this as curving down on Chainlink. And then Quant. Everyone's talking about Quant lately, and it's just not my thing. It's like, I might buy like $1,000 at Quant. But look, a descending triangle. They break to the downside, and there you go. You're gone, right? So that looks like Quant's making an all-time low here on MEXC. And you really want to look at it on Binance, where it has more, you know. So look, I mean, that market structure looks horrible. That's a giant descending triangle. Look at it. They break to the downside. Like 90% of the time. They say 50-50, but I see them 90%. That measured move could take you lower. It looks like Quant may try to double bottom here. And look, it's got no support once it loses 86 cents, which it kind of did. Quant looks like it's going to go lower, in my humble opinion. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Head on over here to this awesome Spaces that I'm going to jump on in right now. All right, I'll put the link right here. Jump into the Spaces. I'm going to continue to talk right into that space. God bless each and every one of you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you so much. God bless, and I'll check you on another live tomorrow morning. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all. Thank you. Crypto's life, baby. Stay sharp, stay safe, stay rich, baby.